Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Angelica. Angelica is derived from Latin adjective angelicus, meaning angelic. All of the angel names ultimately originated from the Greek alpha gamma gamma epsilon lambda omicron, angelos, meaning messenger. The Greek angelos acquired its full meaning, messenger of God, from the Bible, i.e., an angel. During the Renaissance period, two great Italian heroic and romantic epics, Matteo Boiardo's Orlando Innamorato, 1495, and Ludovico Ariosto's Orlando Furioso, 1516, were published. Both poems featured prominently a beautiful, feisty princess named Angelica. See literary references below. Angelica joins a long line of women who have come to represent unrequited love in literature. Other examples: Juliet, Evangeline, Laura, and Layla. The beautiful Angelica remains a popular female name in Italy today. Personality of the girl name Angelica. The number 7 personality is deeply mystical and highly in tune with their spirituality. They operate on a different wavelength than the average Joe. Spending time alone comes easily to 7s, as it gives them time to contemplate philosophical, religious, and spiritual ideas in an effort to find real truth. 7s are wise, but often exude mystery as if they are tapped into something the rest of us don't understand. They love the outdoors and are fed by nature. 7s are constantly seeking to understand human nature, our place in the universe, and the mystery of life in general. This makes them quite artistic and poetic, but they are also keen observers with high intellect, so they are equally scientific-minded. 7s are charitable and care deeply about the human condition. Popularity of the girl name Angelica. Angelica first appeared on the American female naming charts in 1959. The name grew in popularity over the next several decades, but was most popular during the 1990s, during which time Angelica became a top 100 favorite girls' name a couple of years. Since the turn of the 21st century, however, Angelica has experienced backwards momentum on the charts. Today, the name enjoys mild to moderate usage, making it more of an underused and original choice. Of all the angel names, Angelina and Angela are the most popular, followed by Angel and then Angelica. Bringing up the rear are Angie, Angelique, and Angeline. We have to say, Angelica is probably our favorite thanks to the lovely literary reference. But whichever is your favorite, we have to agree that all of these angelic names are among the most beautiful choices for your baby angel. They all have such a lovely sing-song quality that almost hypnotically draws you to them. Quick facts on Angelica. Gender, girl. Origin, Greek. Number of syllables, 3. Ranking popularity, 413. Pronunciation, Angelica, or Angelic. Simple meaning, angelic, messenger. Characteristics of Angelica. Solitary, philosophical, wise, imaginative, eccentric, mystical, intuitive. Cultural references to the baby name Angelica. Literary characters of the baby name Angelica. Angelica is the object of desire for love-smitten Orlando in Matteo Maria Boiardo's Orlando Innamorato, first published in 1495. In case you're wondering, innamorato means in love in Italian, which is exactly Orlando's problem. In fact, Angelica ends up driving him mad, but you'll have to wait for Orlando Furioso for that part of the story. In his epic poem, Boiardo breathed new life into ideals of chivalry by borrowing from both Arthurian legend as well as early medieval Frankish, French, traditions. Orlando is the Italian form of Roland, i.e., from the Song of Roland. The action centers on the 8th century, at the time of Charlemagne, king of the Franks and emperor of the Romans. Angelica is the beautiful pagan princess, daughter of the king of Cathay, referring to present-day India/China. She comes to Charlemagne's court offering herself as a prize to whoever can defeat her brother. Her brother is eventually killed, but Angelica wastes no time hightailing it out of there. Hot on her trail are Charlemagne's chief warriors, Orlando and Rinaldo, both smitten with her. Enter medieval magical love potion. Every legend has to have one of those. Angelica drinks from the stream of love, causing her to fall head over heels for Rinaldo. Just to jazz up the story some, Rinaldo drinks from the fountain of hate and develops a deep revulsion for Angelica. So while Angelica is chasing Ronaldo, Orlando is chasing Angelica. Enter love potion number 2. Angelica and Ronaldo end up drinking from opposite fountains, and then Ronaldo and Orlando duel for her. In the meantime, France is besieged and Charlemagne takes Angelica into custody, offering her to the one who fights most valiantly against the infidels. The poem is never finished. Italy herself was amidst a war, and Boiardo's final 2 lines are Mentre cio canto, ideo redentor / vito l'Italia tutta a fiamma e foco. Translation: While I sing, God the Redeemer / I see all Italy in flame and fire. If you're on the edge of your seat, don't worry, the Italian poet Ludovico Ariosto will pick up where Boiardo left off a couple decades later, see below. Orlando Furioso is an epic poem written by the Italian Ludovico Ariosto, 1516, and basically translates to Mad Orlando, mad meaning crazy mad about Angelica. It is a continuation of Boiardo's unfinished work Orlando Innamorato, Orlando in Love. In Furioso, the action picks up during the war taking place with Charlemagne and his Christian warriors against the Saracens, basically Arab Muslims, attempting to invade Europe. Ariosto's poem is a lot more fantastical than his predecessors, but the story's central focus is still on Christian Orlando's unrequited love for the pagan princess Angelica. This is one of the most epic, long, poems in European literature, so we'll have to water it down some and get to the good stuff. The poem begins with Angelica escaping from the custody of Charlemagne and Orlando is quickly in pursuit, neglecting his duty to Charlemagne. Orlando and Angelica meet, have some adventures of their own, and then Angelica tends to a wounded Arab knight, falls in love and elopes with him back to the Far East. When Orlando learns of this latest development, he is in a frenzy of despair and runs amok throughout Europe and Africa. His good sense is finally restored when a fellow knight finds Orlando's sanity on the moon. Yes, a little sci-fi action for you, bottles it up and brings it back to Orlando. Orlando goes on to kill the king of the Saracen army and redeems his heroic warrior status. Nevertheless, Angelica certainly gave him a run for his money. Popular songs on Angelica. A song by the church, Angelica. Famous people named Angelica. Angelica Kaufman, Swiss artist, Angelica Houston, actress, Angelica Catalani, Italian opera singer, Angelica Singleton Van Buren, stand-in First Lady and daughter-in-law of Martin Van Buren, U.S. President, Angelica Torn Page, actress, Mother Angelica, religious figure,